Welcome back for more Community Calendar on TV3. Right now I'm with Stacy Gravel, one of Layton Broadcasting account executives. We're here to talk about the Yeti, Stacy. Tell us a little bit about the Yeti.
So the Yeti this year is going to be getting filled again, just like we've done in the past. We're filling it with non-perishable food items. So far, we have stopped at Roosevelt School in Detroit Lakes and Rossman. They both did great. We're just waiting from the food shelf to see what that poundage is, and then we'll know after that. We will be heading to Perham. We'll be heading to New York Mills. We're going to be heading around the lakes area, so make sure if you have students or you grandkids, anything, make sure you give them something to give to that school, because that will be going to the local food shelves.
Yeah, we'll be putting in the Yeti outside of all these different schools. They have a little contest inside of each classroom. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so the kids will get to count how many pieces that they each bring in. So each classroom will count the pieces, and at the end, we'll figure out who gets that pizza party.
And they get a special guest with the pizza party, don't they?
They do. It's a Yeti.
Big Yeti comes and joins them. So it's a great fundraiser for everybody. You can stock your local food shelves, get involved with your school, have a little contest in the classrooms. It's a lot of fun for everybody and for a good cause.
It is. So, and 'tis the season to give, so this is a great opportunity to give to your community right now.
Sounds good. Thanks for joining us, Stacy. We'll be back for more Community Calendar right after this. Welcome back for more Community Calendar on TV3. I'm John George. Right now I'm here with Corrine Frank with the Detroit Lakes Christian Women's Club. Welcome.
Thank you, John.
We have another great event coming up on Wednesday, December 12th. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Oh yeah, our theme is Peace on Earth. And do we need peace on Earth, judging by all the news stories? And our speaker is Jan Ostut from South Haven, Minnesota. And I believe that's down by the Twin Cities. And she's going to tell us about peace in any circumstances. A woman who discovered the secret of contentment, no matter the crisis, shares her story. So I know she'll be good. And we always have a delicious luncheon that's served at the Holiday Inn. This will be at the Holiday Inn at noon until 1:30. And of course, we're going to have a Christmas sing-along. And I think I've got every song imaginable, including I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. So it'll be a fun afternoon. If you are interested, please call one of these people. Either call Norma at 846-1977, Esther at 847-5443, or Ruth at 847-5507. And the cost is $12.50 for the whole afternoon. And if you have children or grandchildren, we do have childcare available, and that's at the Methodist Church. And if you need it, please call Diane Enslin at 849-2165 by Monday, December 10th. And our printing is courtesy of La Barista. And Midwest Printing gives us a little break, too.
So that's Wednesday, December 12th. You guys get going at noon, is that right, Corrine?
Yeah, it starts at noon until 1:30, yes.
Sounds great. Peace on Earth at any time is always good, especially at this time of year, right?
You can't have too much peace.
You'll be leading all the singing?
What's that?
And you'll be leading all the singing?
Well, if nobody else does, I will, yeah.
So we need a lot of people out there that day to help Corrine with all her holiday singing, and it's a great event for everyone to join up for the Detroit Lakes Christian Women's Club on Wednesday, December 12th. We'll be back for more Community Calendar right after this. Welcome back to TV3's Community Calendar. Right now I am with Holly Heiser and Marlis Douglas. Welcome, ladies. You guys are here to talk about some Advent mini concerts. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. First Lutheran is again this year hosting a series of 3 mini Advent concerts entitled Wednesdays in Advent. They will be held December 5th, 12th, and 19th from 12:05 till 12:35 each Wednesday, and they will be featuring a variety of musical artists from the area.
You guys will have a lot of other things to have for people to offer there, and why don't you tell us a little bit more what we can expect when we get there?
Well, first of all, I could mention that there's a little bit of history to this. It's been, we've been doing this for a little over 20 years. It actually started with Pastor Dave Peterson. He and his wife Joy were in Fargo. They saw a flyer advertising a noon concert at the Fargo Theater. They went to it. They loved it. They decided, they came back. Pastor Dave said, you know, Joy, we can do this. So at that time, I was the adult choir director. So he called me and he said, you can do this. I thought he meant we can do this, but that's how it started. And Holly, why don't you give us the lineup?
Okay, the lineup begins with Tim Megerbrotten on Wednesday, December 5th, and he will be performing his repertoire of wonderful holiday music, both secular, non-secular. So it's a great chance for people to actually take part and actually sing along with Tim at times. He offers and invites people to do that. On Wednesday, December 12th, we have a group coming from Fergus Falls, a men's choral group. This group, a larger part of them performed during the month of June at First Lutheran Church, and they were absolutely fabulous. Just blew me away with their vocalizing and their harmony, and they sing a cappella. So we're excited to be able to have them arrive this year and sing with us and be willing to volunteer their time from Fergus Falls to drive over and participate in our Wednesdays in Advent. And then on the 19th of December, we have the Laker Singers, this year directed by Paul Heisler and accompanied by Susan Champa. And of course, everyone is familiar with the Laker Singers from the high school. So that will be our entertainment list for this session of mini concerts in Advent.
And they are all going at about 12 o'clock, at 12:05 to 12:35, and you'll be offering a little lunch too, right?
We have soup and sandwich afterwards. That the concerts are free. There's no charge, but there's a free will offering if you decide to stay for lunch. And it's a good chance for people who are working downtown. They have a noon hour. They want to run over. The concert is only a half an hour, so they have plenty of time to watch or listen. And then if they can stay for lunch also.
That's First Lutheran Church Advent mini concerts starting Wednesday the 5th and going the 12th and 19th. That's right, Holly?
That's correct.
All right, we'll be back for more Community Calendar right after this. Hi, welcome to TV3's Community Calendar. I'm your host, John George. Right now I am with Brad Carlson, as you can tell, Mrs. Claus. It's the holiday time of year, and you guys have a little bit to talk about the holiday train. Brad, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
The Canadian Pacific Holiday Train is coming on Thursday, December 13th at 2:30. It will be stopping along the Sioux Avenue between Main and Front Streets, and everybody is more than welcome to come on out. This will be the 20th year that the holiday train has been running. Over the 20 years, the Canadian Pacific has raised $14.5 million and donated 4.3 million pounds of food to local communities when it stops at. Last year, they were very generous and gave us a check for $4,500. And for people who come out to see the holiday train, we ask them to bring a donation. Last year, we raised roughly $1,000 in cash and 450 pounds of food from people who came out to see us. And it's a great time. The performers this year will be the Trews, and the Trews are from Nova Scotia. They're more of a harder rock band. And Willie Porter, who's originally from Wisconsin, and he has 11 different albums out, and he's well known in Canada, so they bring down the Canadian acts. And of course, Mrs. Claus passes right over them frequently to come over here. We have Mrs. Claus will be coming with Mr. Claus, and they will be available for the kids to see as well.
Fantastic. 'Cause he's a little too busy to join us today. Is that right?
Yes, he's busy feeding the reindeer, making sure they have extra feed so they have energy to pull the sleigh, and supervising the elves so they have lots of toys made for the kids.
That's the Canadian Pacific train on December 13th. What time you get going over there?
Again, they're scheduled, I'll say that, they are scheduled to arrive at 2:30, and generally within 15 minutes they drop the side wall of one of the cars and they step out and start performing. And so we're looking forward to seeing the Canadian Pacific train coming again on December 13th at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Bundle up just in case and bring your kids. You'll have Mrs. Claus and Mr. Claus on hand for everyone to put in their holiday wish list. We'll be back for more Community Calendar right after this. That'll do for Community Calendar this week. If you have an event for your nonprofit that you'd like to promote, give us a call at 847-5624 and get scheduled right away.